Hello friends and felines, and welcome back to my channel, and happy Easter everyone! So for today's video, I am doing the next one in my rainbow series, which if you can't figure out already is going to be yellow. I'm wearing a yellow top because I like to be matchy-matchy. So if you want to see the look that I create today, then please keep on watching. Alright friends, so that is most of my makeup all complete. Now we get to go in with the eyes. Now the look I was thinking about doing for today is kind of simple but kind of trendy, and that is the inner corner pop of color. So like the look I saw I think was actually Kylie Jenner wearing it, but it's become trendy with a lot of people. And so I'm just going to keep it nice and basic on the outside with some browns, go in with a black liner, and then just put a little bit of yellow in my inner corner. It's a nice simple look. I don't want to do anything crazy. I'm meeting my family for Easter today, so I don't want to be over dramatic. So I have a few different options for yellows to choose from. First one is the Morphe x James Charles palette. I haven't used this in a while, but like getting this palette was like the first one that like really made me want to like play with makeup and like really do crazy things and get into lots of color. So there is one shade in here, if I can figure out which way the little thingy goes, which is called B. So that is this yellow right down here. As you can see, I've played with this palette a lot. So this color right here, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch that. And yellows are tricky, like some of them, like the pigment payoff is not that great. So I'm gonna swatch a bunch of different ones and see like which hue of yellow or which one I think is gonna work best for my eye look today. So that is B from the James Charles palette. So the next yellow we have is from the Jawbreaker palette by Jeffree Star. And there is this color up here on the top row, which is Wow. And then there's like this gold shade that I just want to swatch just for fun, which is called Lemon Drop. All right, so again at the top we have B from the James Charles palette, then we have Wow from the Jawbreaker palette, and then Lemon Drop from the Jawbreaker palette. All right, the next palette we have is the Thirsty palette by Jeffree Star. And in here there is one shade called Quench, which is right down there. So that is Quench right down there at the bottom. This one is a little bit more neon yellow. I mean, it's not like neon, but it's just like a little bit brighter than the other ones. And finally, the last one is the Conspiracy palette with Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. And they have a really bright actual neon yellow in here, which is the Food Videos yellow. I don't think I'm going to use this one. I've yet to use this color from this palette, but I want to swatch it just again to see just how bright that color is. Like that is a nice bright neon. It almost has like a green hint to it, so I probably won't be using this today, but that's what it looks like. Okay, so I think I made a decision on which palette I'm gonna use. I already used the James Charles Morphe palette a bunch of times, and I actually used this palette today to do my bronzer. So that one's out. And then it's between Thirsty and Jawbreaker. Now I also said I want to go in with some browns and keep it very subtle today for my look, and obviously this one is like a rainbow palette, but if you look at Thirsty, there are some neutrals and some browns in here that you can use to make a nice simple neutral look with a pop of yellow. So I think that's the palette I'm going to use today. I've only used this a couple of times, so I'm excited to play with this one some more. Okay, so I swatched some of the browns in this palette, and first I'm going to go in with the one down here called Drizzle. I'm going to put that right into my crease. I'm kind of using this shade just to like frame my eye shape. and put in some shadows into the crease and kind of make my eyes seem a little bigger. See, I think just like quickly putting in a brown into your crease and just leaving it at that will help make your eyes seem a little bit bigger and brighter, and it will just give you more of that dimension. And that takes like 2 seconds just to put in a little bit of brown into your crease. All right, so now I'm gonna buff that out a little bit with the color down here, which is called Subtle. Okay, so since I primed my eye, I'm just going to go really quickly with a flat brush. And on my main lid, I'm just going to pack in this neutral shade up here, which is called Parched. See, that is very basic and very simple, but a way to make your eyes seem more open and awake. Now for the fun part, we're going to put in that little pop of yellow into the inner corner. So again, that was the shade Quenched right down here. So I'm actually going to go in with the Jawbreaker palette, and I'm going to try packing on some of this Wow shade on the top row. Okay, so I think that it's definitely evident, and I can see the yellow is coming through. Again, yellows are like really tricky to get a super pigmented product, but I think that's not bad, layering those two on top to really get that to come out and shine. So I think I'm going to go in with the Lemon Drop, which is this shimmer shade right down here, and just put a tiny little, you know, sparkle in the very center of my inner corner. All right, so since I have this Jawbreaker palette out in front of me, I'm just going to go ahead and do some brow highlight. So I'm going to go in with the shade Jawbreaker right over here and just put this on my brow bone. Cool, so I'm liking how this looks. I think the best way to complete it and finish it off is to throw on a liner. So I'm going to go again with the Maybelline Hyper Easy Liner. I'll throw on some lashes. I'm going to keep it nice and subtle again today. I'm just going to use the Ardell Whispy's 113. And then I'll finish my other eye and I will be right back. So here are both eyes all finished and complete. I really like how this turned out. I didn't know if I was going to like the inner corner color pop thing going on. My only self-critique is that this eye I absolutely love. It is subtle, it's got the color, the wing and everything. This side ended up being a little bit more bold. The browns came out a little bit deeper, as well as the wing is a little bit more bold than on the other side, but you can't win every battle. You can't have identical twins all the time. So now we just get to go in with a lip and some highlighter, and this look will be all complete. So for highlight, I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill highlighter. This is the loose highlighter in the shade Extra. I mean, there's no going wrong with this highlight. I am so happy I ended up buying this because, bam, I love it. You cannot go wrong with this highlighter. It just kills me how cute this is. And it is definitely extra, so even if you go in with a light hand, it's still going to blind people. And again, you can always go out and buff it afterwards. Because I barely put anything on this brush, and it is like, even for me, maybe a little bit too much. So I'm just gonna buff that out really quick. Now it's not too bad. It's not like a defined line. But again, I just absolutely love this highlight if you really want an extreme highlight and not paying the $50 that Jeffree Star creates. And his are a little like weird, like the one that I have has a purple hint to it. But like again, I highly recommend this specific highlighter. The bigger Moonlight one is more like a setting powder with a luminous finish. So if you want something more subtle, I would go with that. And then she also has like the palettes, which I have not tried. But I was told if I was to get any one from her new highlighter set, it was definitely going to be this one. All right, so for a lip, I'm going to go in with Appeal. It's a gel liner. It says you can use this as a lip liner or a eyeliner, but it's kind of like a nude shade, but more on like the warmer side. So go in with this first. It's like the first time I've used like a lip liner in a really long time. Okay, so now that my lips are lined, I'm gonna go in with another nude lipstick. I swatched a bunch of different ones to try to find the right undertones that I wanted to complete this look and to go with my lip liner. So one that I haven't used in a while that I've been obsessed with is the NYX Lingerie Liquid Lips. These are a good dupe for like Kylie. I don't know if like anyone else is on the same boat as me, but I think Kylie lips are like, I don't know, I'm just saying they're not completely worth it. They're a little overrated. But I really like the NYX Lingerie ones, and you're not going to break the bank to get these. Yes, this shade is perfect. The lip liner that I used, and this is the shade Ruffle Trim. And the shade for the lip liner was Dolce. So these two are like a perfect combination. Like they worked very well. Even though I line my lips, I still overline my like an outer inner corner. I want this to dry a little bit more, so I can obviously go in with my Fenty Beauty Glass Bomb in Diamond Milk. I've been obsessed with this ever since I got it in the premium box from BoxyCharm last month. I want to get every shade of this. Like this is probably one of the best like lip glosses I've had in a really long time. So I'm really glad that like they gave us this one in the box because it's a nice clear lip gloss, so you can use it over any shade of lipstick that you have. Like that is just so pretty. And it's got like a nice little shift to it, but it's not like anything crazy. But like it feels good on the lips. It's not like overly sticky. It's just like a nice lip gloss. So I think that's mainly my whole look. Time to go in with one last spritz. All right, guys, that is my yellow makeup look all complete. I really like how it turned out. It's nice and simple. It's something I haven't done before though. And I think it's a nice change up from some of the other crazier looks I've done in my rainbow series. So I think this look is perfect for spring and perfect to go celebrate Easter with my family. If you guys are able to at least virtually celebrate Easter with your friends and family, or if you're able to celebrate with the ones in your home, I hope you guys had a great Easter. Stay safe, stay positive. We will get through this. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you like what you saw. Don't forget to ring the bell and subscribe to my channel. And if you subscribe, then I welcome you to my feline family. Bye, guys.